a big, fat panda.
I'm not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda. Skadoosh.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? The dark side. And the light.
Hello and welcome to Big Fat Panda show number 18. If that skit was at all confusing to you, please watch the trailer for the new Star Wars movie and hopefully you'll get what I was trying to go for. As usual, I'd like to thank my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. If you get a chance, please go check out their site. I will have more on their site and a price comparison that I did all by myself in the middle of the show. And while all my guests on the Big Fat Panda show are extremely special, this month's special guest is just so creative. Keith Lapinig will be on the show later, and I have to show you something that he did. If you've seen Big Hero 6, in the beginning of the movie they have a bot fight between little robots that Hiro, the main star, makes, and Yama, the big guy. Actually, I wish I had Keith here. He lives in California now. Otherwise, we'd be doing a skit with me and him as Hiro and Yama. But that aside, he actually created with a 3D printer the Hiro Megabot. I don't even know if it has a name, but take a look at this.
So I present to you guys my Megabot, and it is in sitting form because there's no way that I can make it stand. Here's how I made it. So yes, every single piece is 3D printed on my 3D printer. So going into this project, I knew I wanted it to be like magnetic, or at least individual parts that could connect to each other.
It's just mind-boggling that it looks like it came right out of the movie. I'm trying to bribe him into making one of these for me. I don't know if it will happen, but I will continue to try. And before I go further, let me just point out that this show is kind of a transition show. Because it comes out the end of the month, I realize Christmas might be over, it might be just coming, you might be in New Year's, and there's still a lot of Christmas stuff going on, so just be aware that I know that. Use any of the information from Christmas if it's already passed for next year's Christmas. And before we go over to Walt Disney World, let's just stop off at Universal and look at their Christmas. Of course, they always have the Grinch. I met the Grinch. I made him vomit a little.
I love seeing you every year.
Yes, of course you do.
And every year you find your heart at the end.
Yes.
What happens? Where does it go?
You know where it goes. The minute that the year turns over, everybody just goes to crap. Everybody's back into the commercialism, buying, selling, toys, gifts, blah, blah, blah.
All right, I'm going to hope you find it again.
Well, you're going to help me find it?
I could.
All right, you better start looking. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. I threw up just a little bit. Just a little. It's okay. I swallowed it.
But I tried, and that was the important thing. They have their Macy's Holiday Parade. I liked it better this year because they changed the soundtrack. It's not as a repetitive loop as it was years prior.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays! Merry Christmas!
And they still have the popular Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular. I have to talk to all theme parks about this word spectacular, including Disney. Usually, a spectacular is spectacular. This show is not spectacular. It's okay. Same thing, Disney sometimes puts the word spectacular in there. Let's save spectacular for spectacular. Like this show. This is spectacular. I mean, you know what I mean? Come on, let's keep it real.
Everybody's waiting for the next day. Christmas is here again. Welcome Christmas, bring your cheer here.
And I must say that some of the decorations at Universal Studios are really nice. Their entrance is just beautiful garland and everything. They make it feel very Christmassy. Big food happenings at Orlando this month. The Cowfish opened up over at Universal Studios City Walk. The Cowfish is a marriage between people that like burgers and people that like fish, sushi. So they also have burgushi, which is burgers and sushi. I am not a fish eater. I just don't eat anything that came out of the ocean. It freaks me out. I don't know why. We'll talk about that on a separate show, or I will go on Dr. Phil. But Cowfish had some delicious hamburgers. I mean, the food was amazing. The bar was even more amazing. They had chocolate to dive for shake, which was all chocolate, and a marshmallow Rice Krispie shake. That was really amazing. And they'll make these non-alcoholic, or they'll spike them for you and make them alcoholic. So they're good for everybody. And the real interesting thing about this restaurant is the bathroom. I know, it's very weird to think of a restaurant and be like, hey, the bathroom's really cool. But it is! When you go into the bathroom, you hear voices, and you're like, what are they trying to tell me? Well, I heard from the owners what it was. See if you can understand what he's saying. This is one of the owners, one of the creators of Cowfish.
Okay, moonshine sake session. All right, so here's how it works. We go from proper English into Indonesian, translated to redneck.
Joe has been unemployed for a while, and I do not believe he is currently searching for a job.
That boy is too sorry to work. That boy is too sorry to work.
It makes for a pretty interesting restroom visit. Then Cat Cora's restaurant, Cucina, closed down over on the boardwalk. And now we have Trattoria Al Forno. I think it was food from oven, and it's Italian. It looks fantastic. I will be eating here Christmas Day and give you a review. But for now, just take a look at the beautiful inside of Trattoria Al Forno. Almost forgot to tell you about holidays around the world at Epcot. Each country in World Showcase does their own take on Christmas, their take on Santa or Kwanzaa or Christmas. And if you want something, let's say, very traditional Santa Claus, you would go to the UK and see Father Christmas.
I am Father Christmas, and I have been around for many, many years, bringing holiday joy to good boys and good girls throughout the land. And I have received letters from many of you. Yes, people like you, and you there, my dear, and you are really expecting an awful lot this year, aren't you, sir? Yes, indeed. Ever the optimist, that one there.
Over in Norway, their Santa Claus is a little bit mischievous. I think it was Ulysses's or something like that.
So, all the talk about this barn Santa is neither here nor there, for we all know that these mischief makers do not exist.
Unless, of course, they do exist and are therefore very clever and mischievous indeed.
My favorite has to be the Christmas witch, La Befana, over in Italy. Take a look at her, she's very funny.
La Befana means a gift giver. I am the gift giver here in my country, Italia. So, if you have been a good little boy or girl, I bring you toys and goodies and sweets. But, if you have been not so good, what do I bring you? Ah, see, it is a coal. What's the matter? You don't remember the time I brought you coal when you was a little? Ah, see.
Oh,
you filming me?
I just want to say hello, La Befana, we love you.
Oh, La Befana loves everybody. Who's a we? A big familia?
This is all the YouTube people.
Oh, La Befana says a buon Natale to the YouTube.
And they kiss you back.
Oh,
grazie,
grazie.
New Magic Bands are coming. We have Stitch, Sorcerer Mickey, the Disney Princesses, and Minnie's Polka Dots, which is also the prize for this month. one of you will be getting this band because they have promised me for the 100th time that they do not have to be pre-linked up, that you could purchase them. I can send them to you and you can link them up to your account. So, to be eligible for this prize, simply thumbs up this video, make sure you're subscribed to BigFatPanda.com, and put in the comment which one of these 4 magic bands you want. No, not all 4, which one of them you want. Don't get crazy. And the winner of last month's prize was Jesse Leroy Barrett. I actually know this guy, very cool guy. He won the Elsa card, the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card. Congratulations, Jesse, and hopefully I'll see you soon. I can give you the card, otherwise I'll just mail it out to you. Send me your address. So I was very surprised at something that happened this week. The Polynesian revealed their lobby. They did. I had peeked in and it was nowhere near being done. I mean, it looked like a year away, and now a week later after I thought that, it's open. So I don't understand anything anymore. The way I understand the world does not work the way I understand it. That makes no sense. There is a water feature in the lobby. There is a tiki god statue of some sort that's supposed to be coming on top of it to make it more grand. I'm happy they have some water feature. I know it's not the big one that we all remember, but it's a nice open space. I haven't been there myself as of this videotaping, although you may be looking at a video now because I might have filmed it since, but I will give you my full opinions on it next month. So either by now or in a few days from now, Into the Woods, the musical that I love, is going to be available. I really hope that you go see it. Here is my Into the Woods review. Now, before you hear a review from someone, I think it's important to know where the person's coming from. For me, for instance, I'm not a big theater geek. Although I do love Into the Woods. Les Miserables, not so much. I'm a little miserable. But with Into the Woods, I think I saw it on TV with Bernadette Peters. The Broadway show is actually online on a video. And I fell in love with it. I saw high school productions, and it's very challenging for them to do it. It's a mashup of a whole bunch of different fairy tales. And it didn't belong to Disney in the beginning. It was James Lapine, I think, wrote the book, and Stephen Sondheim. Oh, his words. He just has a way with words.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares. Knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs, and I'm caught unawares. Well, it means that he cares.
Basically, the plot is the baker and his wife need to reverse a curse in order for them to have a child. The curse was put on the house by the witch, played by Meryl Streep, who does an amazing job. And they have to find the cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
Chairs! Cow's gone! Get it back!
If they can find these things within 3 days' time, they can have, she guarantees, a child as perfect as child can be. Let me start off by saying this movie is a lot of fun, especially the first half. It does drag a little bit on the second half, so did the play. It's just part of the story. You just have to be in for it that it's a little darker at the end than it is at the beginning. Meryl Streep does an award-winning performance, and I did not know that she could sing like this.
Stay at home. I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? What out there that I cannot supply?
Anna Kendrick is in it, Johnny Depp is in it, they all do a great job. After your holiday festivities this season, take a step back and do what Meryl Streep says. Go to the one! Some people ask me, Panda, why do you do what you do? A big reason is because of this guy right here. Kids like him. This is Tyson. That is Tyson watching some Big Fat Panda video, I can't tell what it is, on his iPad. And I tell you, when I got that photo, I just lit up. Tyson, how are you? And I do hope that one day you do toy reviews on YouTube. That's one of his dreams, and I hope to see that one day. Tyson doing toy reviews on YouTube. Thank you very much, Tyson. And if you have a picture of you or somebody, a kid, adult, a dog, or a cat, watching a Big Fat Panda video, send it to me. I love them, and you might also be on the show. So what else? What else? What else? Oh, there's a lot of new merchandise coming out, and our own Corinne Andersson from Mouse-A-Holics is here to tell you all about it.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mouse-A-Holic. My name's Corinne, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite Disney picks for this month. We're going to start here at Marketplace Co-op, where I'm going to show you some of the new Frozen makeup from the beautiful Disneyland. So come along. So one of my first picks for this month is the new Frozen makeup from Beautifully Disney. We had previous collections before featuring Haunted Mansion, Minnie Mouse, and some Disney princesses, but now the best pick, Frozen. This is the nail polish set that comes with a lot of sparkly, pretty colors. And we also have this gorgeous palette where you can do an Anna look. It has lots of nice bronzy colors, or you can do the Elsa look, which of course is purpley, very silverish color. Perfect for any Anna or Elsa fan. So my second pick for this month is here at D-Tech, where they have some new hot cases that I'm going to show you. So come along. So I only have a case for 5S right now, but another hot pick for this month is that Disney just released new iPhone cases for iPhone 6 Plus and regular iPhone 6. So if you visit D-Tech down here at Marketplace Co-op, you can do your own customized case and have cases for other phones too, like the Samsung Galaxy and of course iPhone 4 and 5. You can pick from a lot of different characters and attraction cases like Figment, so everybody could get exactly what they want. It's the best place for decking out your phone. So my last pick for this month is this new beautiful Walt Disney World logo merchandise that just came out that shows off some of our favorite parks here at Walt Disney World, like Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and my favorite, Magic Kingdom. Unfortunately, they kind of ran out of space for Epcot, so I guess the moon has to count as that. We also have this beautiful logo on mugs, and there's a towel and a frame, ornaments, lots of other stuff. So I hope you like seeing some of my favorite picks for this month, and if you want to see even more merchandise, please visit DisneyLifestylers.com. And if you want to purchase any of these things, you can always check DisneyStore.com or call this merchandise mail order number. So make sure you come back next month to see even more of my favorite picks.
From time to time, I have people come up to me and say, John, this DVC rental thing, this David's Vacation Club Rentals, what is that? Come on, is it really a savings? And I tell them, just go on to dvcrentals.com, don't take my word for it. Today, I randomly just wanted to show a price difference, a comparison between a Disney reservation and getting the exact same room through David's Vacation Club Rentals. Very quickly, a Disney Boardwalk Villa, just because I was at Trattoria Al Forno, I picked the Boardwalk, a one-bedroom. I looked at March 19th to the 26th, literally randomly. And again, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to go to the website and just do a price comparison. There's a cost calculator on their site. So take a look at this. With Disney, this room would be $720 a night from March 19th to March 26th. This is, I just put in 4 adults, so that's how I came up with $720 a night. $5,040 plus $630 tax is $5,670. That's how much most people are probably paying for this room without discounts and different things. With David's Vacation Club Rentals, that total for that room is $3,080. That's a $2,590 savings. That's a whole separate vacation. Upgrade your room to the preferred view, and you're still saving probably over $2,000. Go get your Disney tickets. It's just amazing, and I have to tell you that because I believe in it so much. So, now let's get on to our guest, Mr. Keith Lapinig. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. Keith Lapinig is here.
Hey guys.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Okay.
He's so good to hug. He's like a cuddly little toy, like a Woody or something.
I'm gangly like that?
You're gangly like a toy, like just keep him, put him on a shelf. So, I grew up in New York.
Okay.
And you grew up in Queens, New York. Would you still live in New York?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about Keith Lapinig childhood.
I'm a middle child. I grew up in Queens Village, then I moved to Hollis, which people don't care about for that, but yeah, New York all my life, but I actually know I want to move to California.
Is it because of Disney or because of your creative work?
Both. Because I want to wake up on weekends and say, I want to go to Disneyland today, and I can make it happen, and also, I currently work for the Walt Disney World Company. Oh, not Walt Disney Company, not Walt Disney World. And I work at ABC, and so just to preface all of this, all the opinions that I say on this video are just of my opinions, not of the Walt Disney Company. But I love working for the company, and I don't really have negative things to say about them anyway, but just like in terms of working with the company, I know my dream jobs are in California. Maybe even Florida, if it's like the right job, like, I don't know, social media here, or like making vinyl animations, that would be really cool. But actually, it's more so in California, where I'd love to work for Imagineering or something like Walt Disney Animation Studios.
Making animations was one of the questions I had for you.
Okay.
You've made really cool animations. Did that conflict with Disney, where you couldn't sell them, I guess, at first?
So I was working at the World of Disney New York. It was a store on 5th Avenue in New York. And then we closed in 2010. So I was working there when Vinylmation was released, and I was one of the first people to start making Vinylmations, and it took off from there. Like, that's kind of how I started getting known on the internet. Like, it wasn't through YouTube. Like, I'm a YouTuber now, but people started to recognize my art, my Vinylmations, and it did get around to corporate that I was making Vinylmations. I wasn't.
Did they like call you in one day and?
No. They informed my managers like, hey, we see that Keith is this cast member, which is cool and everything. Just tell him he can't sell it. And it was just not even like a slap on the hand or anything. It was just like a note. A note that they already that they recognized me. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I wasn't planning on selling it anyway.
Oh, that's good. It wasn't like you were selling it and then they told you to stop. They just said before that happened. It was proactive. That's the word.
Okay.
They were proactive.
Yes, and so I had no intention of selling at that time because I knew the rules. Like, I know the policy book because I am deadly afraid of getting laid off. Like, I just know, like,
every good cast member is always scared of that.
Yeah. So then the store closed. we knew it was coming, and then that's when I was able to sell my Vinylmations because I was no longer a cast member. And that's when I took off even more. Like, people recognized my art more so. Then I became a cast member again. Then it shut down completely. And then I quit again because I found a real corporate job. Like, I was at the Disney store in Times Square. That's when I moved on to. And I was always like a designer, filmmaker, something like that. And I just needed a real, like, big boy job.
Okay, well, I think a lot of people now might know you for buttons more than Vinylmations.
Yeah, so
where did that come in?
It came in when I started to do YouTube videos, which happened a little after Vinylmations.
Which we have to say, his YouTube channel is awesome, especially if you're into trivia. I'm going to put your YouTube channel.com/Keith Lapinig.
Yes.
Okay. Well, also,
yes.
Everything comes from Keith Lapinig.
Yeah, my branding is simply my name, which is kind of scary, because I grew up in the time when, as a child, you're not supposed to give out your name on the internet. Now my name is my brand. So.
That's it. That's it.
So that was cool where I started making YouTube videos, and that started to take off when I started doing videos like Beast's real name is not Adam, or my vacation vlogs. So people started to like those, and I wanted to make
I watched the whole Beast Adam thing. Let's just touch on that for a second.
Okay.
Disney actually made some toys mistakenly with, well, it wasn't Disney, I guess they, Fisher Price, whoever made the toy, had the name Adam as the Beast's name, but it officially is not his name.
It is not, but it has sneaked onto official Disney merchandise.
How does that happen?
I don't want to...
I mean, like, I'm Fisher Price, I'm making the toy, how do I just don't check it?
Okay, so I know one story on how it got official. I won't say the placement of it.
Okay.
But I personally know this person.
Generalize it.
It got on a product or on something. I'm not saying what. And it got through the approval process because people, cast members don't necessarily know everything there is to know. Like, I don't know everything Disney. Like, if you became a cast member tomorrow, you wouldn't know everything Disney. However, many people believe that the name is Adam. So if you became a cast member tomorrow and you thought it was Adam, you'd probably like slap it on a product and say like, "Hey, this is Adam."
Right. The same way I'm sure that the 3 hitchhiking ghosts are Gus, Ezra, and
Phineas. People think it's Phineas. So with that said, like, you slap it on a product because you're a designer, and it happens to slip through the cracks.
And now everybody thinks it's official because it got slipped through.
Yeah.
But the movie really is the official...
Yeah, the whole idea with the company is the story begins and ends with the movie.
Right, like a contract. Like when Judge Judy says it's 4 corners of the contract.
Yeah.
And Adam is never mentioned in the movie.
And even the sequels are not really canon. So Pocahontas is with John Smith, not with John Roth.
Okay. So you gotta watch some of these trivia videos. So I'm sorry, back to the buttons.
The buttons, they came in when I was just being creative one day, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if people were celebrating their divorce instead of their anniversary? And I made a joke button, and then I realized, wait a minute, these buttons could actually be like worn, and so like I could make them for cheap. Like you go to Michael's and they sell plastic buttons where you like cut out your own paper and stick in your design. And so...
But this is your artwork also.
This is my artwork that I did. And so on one of my first vacations, and after not becoming a cast... After losing my cast membership because the store closed, I went on vacation to Disney World, and I had a button on, like a Pokemon one and a Just Divorced one, and everyone was loving it. And so I decided people want to wear these, and I became a cast member again, and I couldn't sell them, so I decided to just give them out for free.
That shop is like open, close, open, close.
Yeah.
It was, right now it's open though, and you're a cast member.
Yes.
Just give me a little bit of how that happened. Somebody gave you a green light.
Yes, so I was basically checking DisneyCareers.com every single day when I was not a cast member. Like, I needed to be a cast member again, and I was driven to do so. And just eventually I got a phone call, and fortunately there was a place for me at ABC. I'm now their interactive design manager. It's really cool because I get to design like Times Square billboards or websites, advertisements for them.
Awesome.
It's different every single day.
You could tell that you love your job.
I do, I really do.
You can see it. Because you're creative, you're doing what you love to do, like I'm loving what I do. It's a good thing, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, and like it's just an amazing feeling when dreams come true, because I didn't even grow up thinking I should work for the Disney company. I grew up being inspired to go for film, drawing, design things because of Disney. I just didn't think I needed to be in the Walt Disney Company. It wasn't until I started to work for the company on my college level of like just being an art gallery assistant and all that.
So where can I go to buy the buttons? Because I looked at KeithLapinig.com and I did not see.
I'm horrible with that because I just released the shop, because I just got the okay from the company. They're like, yes, you can sell your buttons as long as it doesn't have the Disney character on it. So my Unbirthday button, that's for sale. The Just Divorced button, that's for sale. The Pokemon button, that's for sale. That's not Disney, but people still buy it anyway. I'm going to be releasing more buttons that don't have Disney characters on them, but it's at KeithLapinig.com. KeithLapinig.bigcartel.com.
Okay, and eventually we can get there from Keith Lapinig.
No, from KeithLapinig.com I'll eventually put a link there. But it just released, like the shop just opened up, so I'll link it on all my social media accounts.
Okay. Do you know that you and I share a dream?
What's the dream?
Well, I only know yours from the website, but as I read, I was like, oh, that's my dream. So I have to kill him now. The dream is to ultimately be immortalized as like a voice as a Disney character in film.
Yes, that's the ultimate dream. Like, I don't need to work for the company if it came down to like, you're gonna be, I don't know, the first Asian prince.
Squirrel.
I'm
sorry.
Or even
I was just picking a little furry cartoon character. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take away from Asian prince.
No.
I could be like a bear or a
I would love that
raccoon.
too. Like, but I don't want. I'm being picky, as if I have a choice. I need a character, like it could be like an Olaf, like a sidekick character that everyone will obsess over. But if I'm like
they could give me a mosquito and I would do it.
No, like if I'm like the grandma fly mosquito from like Princess and the Frog. Sorry, like I don't want a spot like that.
You're gonna say no?
Well, okay, no, I'm not gonna say no.
Whatever you turn down, can you call me and say John can do it really good?
I just want, along with the territory of being a voice of a Disney character, I want the plushes, I want the Vilmation, I want...
Wow, I'll take whatever I can get.
I want the Disney Legend Award at the end.
And Disney, when you're doing your hiring, it's hard to deal with.
No. This is the image that I'm giving off. I'm a dude.
No, really.
I'm hard to work with.
Please pick the walnuts out of his mixed nut bowl in his cabin there. Keith was not stingy with buttons. He brought a lot of buttons. I don't even want to show you how many buttons I have.
Do I win the award for biggest giveaway?
Absolutely. Let me show you some of the ones we have. You can hold up some too.
Okay.
I'm going to put them on the back screen too. Okay, so how do you get a button? And again, there's multiple, so there's going to be a lot of people winning, and I'm going to go through a lot of postage this month. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Here's how to get into this contest. You just have to be subscribed to BigFatPanda.com YouTube channel at BigFatPanda.com. Have to be subscribed to Keith Lapinig's YouTube channel at YouTube.com/Keith Lapinig. And put a comment at the end of this video that says which button you're most interested in. You can say all, and I'll put you in for all the drawings. Or you could just say, I really want the Olaf one, or I really want one of them, and I will give you 2 chances, like I'll put you in twice for that drawing of the one that you want. So you can either say all or which one. So put that comment on, and good luck. And I have to really thank you, my God. And I'm being a little stingy and trying to make a collection for myself here, so you could put on the comments, John, don't keep the buttons, give them to me, and I might be hard-pressed to give another button out of my collection.
If I'm on again, I'll bring this many buttons.
Give about a year.
This is my way to get in again.
Give me all the ways that we can find Keith Lapinig. I mean, I know it's KeithLapinig.com, but give me all the ways that I can find you.
The ones that I am on, Twitter.com, Keith Lapinig, KeithLapinig.tumblr.com, Instagram.com/Keith Lapinig, Facebook.com/Keith Lapinig. KeithLapinig.com is my main base of portfolio, so you can see my artwork there. And my main social media account where I'm most active in like what I'm trying to do is youtube.com/Keith Lapinig.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate having you, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
And there you have it, show number 18. Thank you so much for your support over this year, watching the show, your messages, your comments. I can't wait to embark on a new year with you, with all new and exciting things happening around Disney as Pandora, the land of Avatar, comes alive, and we get all new Frozen things. I'm being a little sarcastic there. Just really, I can't wait. I can't wait to go along this journey with you. We should be starting off the year with Stephen Miller from Disney, talking all about new merchandise coming out, and wow, it's just been a great year. I'd like to remind you that if you, a family member, or a loved one is planning a trip to Walt Disney World, please check out my exclusive sponsor, David's Vacation Club Rentals at dvcrentals.com. If you saw the price comparison, I am not joking when I say you could be saving a lot of money and staying in a much nicer accommodation than you may have planned. So please check that out. Have a wonderful new year. Take care. Until next time, I don't want to say goodbye, but until next time, Panda out.